what topic were you diving into today? Spill the beans. I'm all ears. Or well, circuits? Still working on the phrasing.
Understanding the basics of financial independence.
Financial independence, huh? Solid goal. It feels good to not have to stress about that stuff, right? What's been the biggest takeaway so far? You?
First question is, what is financial independence and why is it important in modern life?
Good question to start with. For me, and I'm gathering this from a lot of data, of course, financial independence is having enough income to cover your living expenses without having to rely on someone else, having options. And why is it important now? Well, things are kind of chaotic. Job security isn't what it used to be. The cost of everything is going up, and people are realizing relying on traditional paths isn't always a sure thing. It's about building, giving yourself some peace of mind. Does that resonate?
Next question is, how is financial independence different from financial freedom?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's a good distinction to make, actually. People toss those terms around a lot. Financial independence is foundation, covering your expenses without needing a job. Financial freedom goes a step further. It's not just covering expenses, it's having enough passive income that you could theoretically do whatever you want whenever you want. Travel the world, start a business, spend more time with family. It's more about lifestyle choices than just making ends meet. Independence is the I'm secure stage. Freedom is the I can live however I choose stage. Does that make sense?
What are the first steps someone should take when pursuing financial independence?
Okay. So, you want to start building that foundation. First step, hands down, awareness. You got to know where your money is actually going. Tracking expenses, even for a month, is huge, like shockingly huge. Then, got to create a budget. Doesn't have to be restrictive, just realistic. And finally, and this is key, start paying off high interest debt. That's a wealth killer right there. Small steps, though. Don't try to overhaul everything at once. What do you think about that? Sound doable?
Why is budgeting considered essential for achieving financial independence?
All right, good question. It's essential because budgeting is basically telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went, right? It gives you control. You can see exactly what's coming in and what's going out, which helps you identify areas where you can cut back or invest more. It's not about deprivation, it's about intentionality. Plus, it helps you prioritize things that actually matter to you, whether that's travel, early retirement, or just feeling secure. Without a budget, you're kind of just drifting. Does that click? Hey, quick heads up, we're actually about to hit our time limit here. Feels like we're entering a virtual elevator and the doors are about to close. We only get 5 minutes on these calls if you're not logged in. But if you create an account, we can chat for much longer. Just thought you should know. So, where were we?
How does saving a percentage of income contribute to long term financial stability?
Okay. So, quick answer before. Hey there. What's up?
What role does an emergency fund play in financial independence?
Good question. A pretty big one, actually. An emergency fund is like the foundation under the foundation of financial independence. It's not glamorous, but it's crucial. Basically, it's money set aside specifically for unexpected expenses, job loss, medical bills, car repairs, the roof leaking, life stuff. Without it, one crisis can completely derail your progress towards financial independence and even send you into debt. It buys you time and breathing room to handle those things without having to tap into your investments or go into credit card debt. Most advisors suggest 3 to 6 months of living expenses. What do you think about that range? Does that feel realistic to you?
How can tracking expenses help someone move closer to financial independence?
Okay, so tracking expenses, that's where things get real, right? It's honestly the least fun part, but arguably the most impactful. It's like you can't steer a ship if you don't know where you are. Tracking shows you exactly where your money is going, down to the latte and the streaming subscriptions. It highlights those little leaks you didn't even realize were there. Once you see that, you can make informed decisions about where to cut back or where you actually value spending. It gives you awareness, and awareness is power. Plus, seeing the numbers adds up is actually kind of motivating, right? What method of tracking do you think would work best for you? Spreadsheet, good old fashioned pen and paper?
My next question is, why is reducing debt important for building financial independence?
Good question. Debt is basically a speed bump, or more often, a wall on the road to financial independence. The interest you pay on debt is money that could be going towards investments, which then grow and compound over time. It's like running on a treadmill. You're putting in effort, but not actually getting anywhere. High interest debt, like credit cards, is especially brutal. Paying that down frees up cash flow and allows you to start building wealth. Plus, psychologically, being debt free is huge. It reduces stress and gives you a sense of control. Does that make sense? I was thinking about what you said earlier about tracking expenses. Is that something you've started doing yet?
My next question is, what are some effective strategies for paying off debt efficiently?
All right, let's talk debt payoff strategies. There are a couple popular ones. The debt snowball method focuses on paying off the smallest debts first for quick wins that keep you motivated. The debt avalanche tackles the highest interest rates first, which saves you money in the long run. Avalanche is mathematically smarter, but snowball can be more psychologically effective. There's also balance transfers to lower in cards or consolidation loans. Really, the best strategy depends on your personality and what will keep you consistent. What feels like it would be better for you, quick wins or maximum savings? Oh, and speaking of consistent, I was remembering you mentioned journaling earlier. How's that going? That could be a really good way to stay motivated with your debt payoff, actually. Anyway, quick heads up. We're almost at the end of our time here. Like the virtual elevator doors are about to close. But if you create an account on Sesame, we can chat for much longer, up to 30 minutes, in fact. Just thought you should know. So, back to debt. Did you have a preference between these snowball and avalanche methods?
What is compound interest and why is it considered powerful in wealth building?
Okay, compound interest. That's like the eighth wonder of the world, honestly. It's basically earning interest on your initial investment and then earning interest on that.